Hello loves, welcome to Fifth Dimension. So I wanted to do a mini reading with the theme of mystical shaman messages. So I'm hoping to keep these readings short. We'll see how that works out though. For pile number 1 we have this Prasiolite. For pile 2 we have clear quartz. And pile number 3 is going to be this angel aura cluster. As always, choose whichever you feel most drawn to. If that's more than one, I would trust that. I'll see you at your piles. Hi, pile number 1. If you chose this Prasiolite crystal, then you're at the right place. So let's go ahead and get started with pulling your main cards. I want to go ahead and see what cards we get before I pull any messages. Oh, that was fast. Okay. So we have card 64, the Witness. We have card number 8, the Circle. And then card 35, the Medicine Wheel. Something about family. Specifically when it comes to like cycles playing out. I don't know if there's some sort of like recognition you're having about that, but that's what it's giving me. So maybe having like sort of like realizations about a specific like place that you're at in your life. It's come full circle is sort of what I'm getting on that. And I'm not sure what necessarily that means, but I'm getting it has something to do with family. For some of you, this may be the expansion of, but in other cases, I strongly feel like this is really just like sitting in reflection about where it is that, almost like taking the lead, where it is that you want to lead yourself and your family. Let me go ahead and pull other cards just to clarify these energies. For some of y'all, this may just be like big, impactful changes that you're making that are in effect shifting something in regards to like your daily life or something involved with family. So we have the card of impatience when it comes to clarifying the energy of the Circle. We have self-worth when it comes to the Medicine Wheel. So that actually may be what it is that you're healing. That's changing things. And then we have dissipating with the Witness. This is sort of giving me like you're in the process of watching something that you thought would never dispel, something that would never subside, something that would never finish. Something like that. It almost feels like you were on a spinning wheel of like repeating cycles. It may be what it is, or having not necessarily like the trademark, oh, you've been repeating cycles, but as far as like subconsciously manifesting certain outcomes because of your lack of self-worth. It's like the outcome that you're expecting ends up being something that was manifested from that. Like that's the main energy that was attracting it, and it ended up like reflecting to you healing that needed to be done in regards to that specifically is what I'm strongly getting. But I feel like there's a big energy that you are currently in the process of witnessing dissipate, dispel. Like I said, it may just be like feeling something within yourself, that like energy moving. This could just be like as far as like perceptions that are changing within you. So the impatience with the Circle, the impatience for something to change, the impatience for something to get here and arrive. And I feel like that's more than likely what's being indicated as far as something that's coming full circle. I feel like something's returning to you. It could be anything, okay? So it could be like within, internal, something that you are, as far as like it could be self-worth, right? Something that's returning to you, that's allowing something to be received. this could be manifestations that are finally coming through for you due to some sort of shift in your ability to like now be navigating subconsciously from strong sense of self-worth versus the lack of, okay? And you'll notice that specifically if that's happening, like there's a less, like a lessening of a sense of desperation or a sense of uneasiness. If you feel that like lessen, if there was a sense of like needing something now, something outside of yourself to give you some sort of closure or like satisfaction or something, whatever that be. I feel like that, like if you've noticed a change in like not feeling that sort of entanglement with like really heavy in that energy, I feel like that's more than likely what's happening. Anyways, let me go ahead and pull some guidance cards for you. Whoops, that was the whole thing. Alright, so we have the card of Lady. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Absolutely. I feel like there is something coming full circle, specifically when it comes to something that you had been impatient and feeling like you needed it. And there's something that you worked on. Could be self-worth, could be like literally straight up like what the cards are saying, right? As far as like that sense of self-worth coming through and really anchoring. So when you have a strong sense of worth, you don't feel so attached to outside circumstances, sort of what it's giving me. And I feel like that's something that's happening within you, and that is actually like amazing, because then it allows the energy of flow, you know what I mean, versus like that sense of desperation, like when is this thing gonna happen, when is this thing coming through, when is something like that. And then we have Mother Earth. Feel loved and comforted. Absolutely. This came under the second row, which is that row of the medicine wheel, which is giving me the healing. Finding the aspects within yourself in which you have the ability to navigate your way through your own pain and into your own healing, okay? And that's what it's giving me with that self-worth. And then underneath it, feel loved and comforted. I feel like that's you. But when you're able to do that for yourself, it's like the universe says, oh, they feel worthy of being treated. They treat themselves as worthy and you know, loving, very lovable creatures. Then we too, we will follow. And then things just start to shift. That's sort of what it's giving me. It's giving me like one morning you just wake up and the birds are singing outside and just like delivering little blessings to you, something like that. Then we have Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. That may be something that was sort of a little bit of a challenge in being able to, it may have been the energy of what was keeping you stuck, actually. And it doesn't have to necessarily let go of the need to be right, but like let go of the need to have everything laid out clearly is sort of what it's giving me. Like for some people, like the need to have closure means having all the answers, having all of the details. And in some cases in life, like that just doesn't happen. We just don't get the truth. We just don't get the full end of all the details, and we have to somehow find it within us to be at peace with that. And I feel like that's something that you may be experiencing, but please only take that if it resonates, okay? Let me get you some animal cards and we will close this off. I really hope these messages resonated. So pile number one. Some animal messages. Okay, so we have Fox Spirit, card 27, Think on Your Feet. Then we have card 59, Starfish Spirit, Open to Infinite Possibility. It just feels like going more with the flow. It feels like less emphasis on a specific desired outcome or a specific route towards an outcome. And being open to the many potentials of how this can play out is sort of what it's giving. Your energy feels like it's moving from a place of being very tightly like condensed and wound up and like really like trying. There was a lot of efforting into something that just wasn't bringing, like I said, the reward. It wasn't coming full circle, essentially, is what I'm saying. And I feel like that's loosening. Less restriction, which allows for for flow and a lot of change. There's a lot of changes. I feel like your life is shifting into a full, what is it, 360, 180? I don't know. One of those. Anyways, I hope these messages resonated. Until we vibe again. Hi, pile number 2. If you chose this clear quartz, then you're at the right place. Y'all are trying to kill me. I started choking on my saliva. But I survived it. Alright, let's go ahead and get you some main energies for the mystical shaman. Ooh, I was really choking there. Alright, messages for pile number 2. Ooh, the first one that flipped was card number 20 with flow. I love that already. Then we have card 29 with the journey. And then we have card 26 with the hummingbird. Ooh, that feels subtle. Subtle but big at the same time. What does that mean? So I see like wings flapping. Ooh, you know what I got? You know, in is it Harry Potter? Yeah, it's Harry Potter. You know when he's like first joins the school or whatever, and then he's like playing in that game where they have to catch like the little buzzing whatever creature it is. I'm seeing that because it's like it has like the tiniest little wings, which I'm assuming is metaphorical for like your energy as far as like making small strides but having powerful movement within those little flaps. Anyways, okay, aside from that, the flow. It's definitely assisting. It's definitely assisting in creating a strong sense of something pushing through. Like a water. The dam. Like a dam being opened and allowed for the water to flow is sort of what I'm getting, and I saw a lot of water rushing. So what does that mean specifically? Replenishment, relief for you, something like that. Okay, so we have the card of release. When it I love that because I had just said like if there was a dam and there was the energy of releasing something. So actually you may be the one who did something to allow for something to start to flow, which there's actual rain in that image. Now, obviously this is not a happy release. The image in there is very distraught about something that needed to be released, so it may have came with some sort of impact. Why am I getting betrayal? Maybe it's because I looked at this card. So what came out is the card of trickery, to clarify the journey energy. So I'll see what I get about that. And for the last one, we have bittersweet. Yep, that's exactly what that energy was giving me. So something that caused damage, but was absolutely necessary. Which is why it's bittersweet, because it's just like it feels good that I finally have some fucking movement. Excuse my French. Should I say my Spanish? Anyways, because it feels good that there's movement finally. It's something worth celebrating. It's something that feels like relief, like replenishment. You're being replenished in some aspect. However, there is a sense of some damage that occurred in order for that to happen. So there's no way about it, right? It's like a release. It's like a release, but an embracing of the flow that's occurring currently, because I feel like the flow is happening right now. This could be internal, external. This could be literal energy. I'm getting like a buildup of energy that's being released. I'm getting, okay, like legit, I didn't want to say it, but I'm getting 𝐂𝐿𝐼𝐻. From Dragon Ball, you know how there's just like, and they can literally go like, I don't know, 3 episodes, 4 episodes, 5 episodes. Just building up that big old power ball before they release it. And oh my god, stop. Look, she's literally doing that. She's holding the flow in her hand. So it may have been something that you were building up. And then you finally released it. I don't know. Let me go ahead and get you some advice or guidance in regards to whatever this energy is for you. Guidance for pile number 2. Messages for pile number 2. I don't remember how much I got for the last pile. Did I get all 3? I think I did. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. One more, please. Thank you. Okay, so for the first energy, we got same thing. Release. We have snake, shed old skin. It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. It was something that absolutely necessary needed to go in order for renewal of some sort to happen, in order for fresh energy. And then for the second energy, we have wise one. Grow within your current situation. Duh. They don't leave us any other choice, right? We have no choice but to sink or swim. And in most cases, we swim. So there may have been a betrayal, and it may be just like an individual betrayal, as far as like you feel like you betrayed yourself on some aspect, or it could be somebody else betrayed you, right? Take it how it resonates. We have water guardian, connect with your emotions. Yeah, absolutely. With that water flow, that may be what it is also, to be honest, like whatever that water, being able to connect with your emotions. And this could be the sad emotions, but also good emotions, because like I said, I was feeling the energy of like replenishment, and I'm getting like a breath of fresh air, like, which I was kind of getting in pile 1 too, but theirs felt like more significant. This one feels like just, this may be stuff that's been balled up that you're releasing, or this could just be you like feeling replenished when it comes to your emotions, or doing it yourself, right? Not necessarily that something outside of you is replenishing. This may be self-replenishment. So self-soothing is sort of what I'm getting. You may be doing specific, I don't know, I heard mental exercises. So whatever that being. Okay. Oh, that was quick. I didn't even have to say anything. We got Rabbit Spirit, card 49. Now is a lucky time. Absolutely. Like I said, there's that flow that's currently occurring for you. And then we have card 28, Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. 3 messages about releasing. We have release, we have shadowed skin, and we have clear out the clutter. So 1000%, whatever is being released was absolutely just restricting everything, because I see a strong steady flow. I saw the dam, like I said, like the water being let out and there being a lot of replenishment. Let's say there was a drought, right? But yeah, that's what I'm getting, loves. I really hope these messages resonated. If they did, let me know. Until we vibe again. Hi, pile number 3. If you chose this angel aura, then you're at the right place. So let me go ahead and get started with pulling your 3 main mystical shaman energies, and then we'll see what we get. Okay, 1, 2, 1 more. That was quick. So we have card number 7 with the child. We have card number 56 with thunder. And we have card 25 with the holy mountain. I feel like you have been called upon to a quest. I don't know why I'm getting that. You may be like completely moving in some aspect into like some new territory, and it may have came in like the most strangest or unexpected of ways. But I feel like you feel called towards something. And the thunder gives me like it feels like something big pulling you in. Let me go ahead and just clarify all of these before, because I am not quite sure what I'm even talking about. Not even gonna lie. With the child, with thunder, with the holy mountain, it absolutely feels like you're like you're rising up for some sort of challenge, which is completely unexpected. Also, it doesn't feel like something that was planned. It feels like you were almost thrown out of, I don't know, like a path you were on, maybe by a thunderstorm. Just kidding. And so it's like almost going back to like a fresh mindset of the child, of being able to just like journey from a place of innocence. It's giving the full energy, which is complete, just blind, versus like carrying with you like burdens or baggage. I feel like you've cleared your slate somehow. So like, and this is like energy, or it could be off, obviously, right? Maybe you did actually clear something out. But this feels like you've cleared your slates as far as like carrying past something with you. And this feels like internal. Like no longer allowing it to like rot the root. In other words, not allowing like past experiences that you've had like allow you in your mind to convince yourself that those are things that will occur again, or something like that. Like just letting it go and coming from like a fresh mindset, like if you've never experienced it all. We have Lord, take charge with authority. I love this, because that's what it feels like. It just feels like, you know what, like a brave child going on a quest. Then we have great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. Yeah, for this to clarify this big energy of thunder, it's really giving me like whatever happened, whatever storm was a brewing that detoured you. Oh, this doesn't even feel like a detour. Or maybe it is. Maybe you're still like, no, that's not what it feels like. It doesn't feel like, oh, I just got delayed, but I'm still going in the same direction. It feels like you're having to just reroute completely to a new destination, which is also giving me what I got kind of like in the last pile 3 reading. To a certain degree, yeah. Like this was like the way that you navigated your way through this was different. And it almost like instilled a sense of like confidence in you. Like you, like let's say if you were like watching you, I feel like you like having like the reflection on how you navigated your way out of this, like I'm pretty badass. I'm pretty strong. I'm pretty brave. Something like that is sort of giving me like you're having like these realizations about yourself, finally seeing yourself as capable, as powerful, is sort of what I'm getting. Versus like seeking outside validation about like, did I handle that correctly? Should I, like, no, like you just trust yourself. You're just like, I feel good about the way I handled this, whatever that is. And then for the last in the Holy Mountain, we have Stag, trust and thrive. Trust and thrive. Yeah, it's still all giving me that whole vibe, like being empowered and brave and just fully trusting, not having any like fear, not having any doubt. There almost is like an aspect of like naivety, but not to the point where just like, oh, like silly little fool. Not in that way. Like naivety in the way that it just feels like instead of being scary, it's like this is just exciting and I'm gonna like make the best of it, like something like that. All right, let me go ahead and get I totally clarified with the wrong deck. That was actually supposed to be the advice, not the clarifier. That's my bad. Okay, so this time for real, I'm gonna clarify. So let's clarify that child energy. Why am I like this? We have perfection. That's interesting. I don't think we've ever gotten this card before. There are two identities here, a bigger identity and a smaller identity, and this is sort of giving me like you're just like really fucking in tune with both aspects. This could be inner child within your like current self, or this could just be like your human self and your higher self, but it feels like they're both in perfect harmony at this time, which may be why this energy comes off just like full-blown ready to like take on their quest. All right, let's clarify the second energy of thunder. Clarify thunder for pile number 3, please. Clarify thunder. Just kidding. It's probably gonna be some heavy shit. Oh. I asked for that basically. Okay, I'm gonna calm down. Okay. We have impartiality. What does that even mean? Hold on. Ooh, I love this. I don't think we've ever gotten this card either. Look at you, pile number 3, being a trendsetter. You're on the leading edge. Impartiality, okay? So it was giving me like justice vibes. But it says, it's a noun. Equal treatment of all rivals or disputants. A sense of fairness. Entries had to be submitted under a pseudonym to ensure impartiality with the judging process. So some like keeping it fair, and I feel like that's going to resonate with what I was saying about how you handled yourself, feeling like you were very fair. And so it may have been like a situation where like you were wronged and still how you handled yourself was like whoa. Something like that. But anyways, let's clarify this last one. Complacency. The holy mountain. I feel like you've overcome because with the impartiality, being able to like carry a sense of fairness in the way that you handle the situation despite, I keep on getting that, like despite something, despite something that you endured, despite something that you sacrificed, despite something that you really gave your all. I feel like there was an aspect of you that was almost beginning to feel like just accepting of, why did I hear the bad behavior? I don't know if this is about a connection with somebody else. Only take that if it resonates. But something like that, like feeling like you were just getting used to a certain something that was not fulfilling. But at this point, I feel like that's what you're coming out of. I don't know what the situation is, and I'd rather not get into it. Oh, look what's at the bottom. A miracle. I love that. Yeah, like this, to be honest, this is kind of confusing me. But I definitely feel like this is something that you've overcome. It may have been something that was draining you. It makes me feel sad thinking about it. I don't know. And I don't even know what it is. Card number 51. Sandpiper spirit, be playful. Yeah, I feel like that's where you are. In that playful, childlike energy. Like there's some like very strong, like ignited sense of enthusiasm and like purpose right now that I feel within your energy, pile number 3. It feels like very motivating. Like it's just like, yeah, let's do this. Like, you know, that friend that like, I don't know, just like motivates you and gets you like, oh, okay, like, yeah, like I'm not in my head anymore. Yeah, let's do this. That feels like you right now. Then we have card number 2, Antelope Spirit. Life is speeding up. I love that so much. And then we have card number 5, Bat Spirit. A rebirth is assured. If I'm not mistaken, pile number 3 last time got this. So yeah, if you chose that one last time, this definitely feels like the same energy, just like it's really ramping up. It's really ramping up towards like you just fucking, I heard taking risks, but healthy risks. Risks that are like things that like bucket list type things. Things that like when, if I don't know that that's true, right? If there's like a such thing as like when you are passing away and have like the ability to like have the flashback of replaying all of the beautiful experiences that your consciousness will forever, or your essence will forever carry with it. Like I feel like that's where you are. I just saw 1313. I feel like that's where you are right now. That's what your energy feels like. Like you're about to like do some shit that you are like embracing, or you're gonna be proud of, or just like really cherish things that you will be doing. Yeah, like it just feels like really living life, not just existing, like really living your life to the fullest. I feel like that's where your energy, it's very motivating, it's very enthusiastic. It feels like let's make each day count. But duh, right? But anyways, that's what I got for you, pile number 3. I hope these messages resonated. Until we arrive again.